Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone. Please begin. Amitabh ji, we are live on YouTube. Amitabh ji, please begin.
Yeah. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes,
sir, audible.
Yeah. So I think there is 1 minute left. Should we just wait for a minute and then start?
Yes, sir.
Let's take a moment of silence, all of us, and express our deep gratitude to the Supreme Father. Express our deep gratitude to all those who have sacrificed their lives, who have sacrificed their time to save us from this pandemic corona. Let us take this 1 moment of time, 1 minute of time, to express our deep gratitude to our family members, who have supported us in every moment of time. Let us also express our deep gratitude to the Mother Earth, and all those from whom we have kept learning in our life, and we are still learning. Deep gratitude for everyone's blessings, for who we are today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Till the time the organizers start, I request all the audience write all the questions that you have pertaining to today's topic into the chat box on your YouTube as well as in this board meeting where you are now.
Okay. Thank you and good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah. So I am Amitabh Bhattcharjee, Honorary Secretary of JAMSHEDPUR Management Association. So JAMSHEDPUR Management Association is basically the chapter of local chapter of IMA. And in JAMSHEDPUR, we have members from various corporates, which includes Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Indian Steel and Wire Products, Tin Plate Company of India. So largely various Tata Group companies. And then we have various banks like SDFC, ICICI. We have included a lot of students from various institutions out here. So now we have, so these are our more, what do you call it, customers or somebody whom we serve as a management association in there. So I welcome you all to this session on turning pain to joy. In current context, pain is all around, and we need to know how not to transmit this pain and convert it into joy. It's my pleasure. It's our privilege and honor to welcome Rajyogini, Dr. BK Sunita Didi. She is a world-renowned spiritual management consultant, spiritual mentor from the Brahma Kumari's headquarters at Mount Abu. Welcome, Didi. Now I request.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now I request my colleague Ashmita to play a video to introduce Didi formally.
Ashmita. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, thank you, sir. To introduce Dr. BK Sunita Didi, I'll be playing a short video. Here we go.
Embedded.
Your audio is not audible. Yeah, now it started.
The last 4 decades, a Rajyogini of high thinking, pleasant majesty, and living example of values of simplicity, truthfulness, love, and humility, embedded with divine knowledge of Lord Shiva through Brahma Baba. She is none other than the international management consultant Rajyogini Dr. Brahma Kumari Sunita Didi, currently based at international headquarters of Brahma Kumaris at Shantivan, Abu Road, Rajasthan, and is one of the senior Rajyog teachers, life member of the Brahma Kumaris Media Wing, and winner of Best Concept Academy Award as director of highly popular documentary film Naritva Darshan, with mind-boggling tagline नारी को नहीं नारित्व को देखिए एक वैचारिक क्रांति. She is also an icon of inspiration and emulation for the masses through social media, including YouTube. Born in Mumbai in 1969, with an inborn quality of selfless service, today, with blessings of her family and seniors of Brahma Kumaris, she has gained immense eminence as a spiritual mentor in the hearts of many throughout the world. She has not only written the best inspirational book for youngsters, Key to Unlock Exam Stress, but is also a national and international speaker at NGOs, corporates, and institutions on the standard of life taught by Brahma Kumaris, and is the winner of countless national and international recognitions and awards, including the Lifetime Achiever Yog Ratna Award, Amazing Speaker Award, Spiritual Entrepreneur Award, Exceptional Woman of Excellence Award, Femina Superwoman Award, Ambassador for Peace Award, and many more. With an MSc and MBA from USA, and finally a PhD with thesis on spirituality for self-empowering leaders, a comparative study of leaders in India and in USA, she has a powerful, clear personal vision to bring science, psychology, management, and spirituality together in the service of developing world sovereigns through self-sovereignty. Her high, energetic, positive vibes brings out the feeling Shubh hi Shubh hai, Shubh hi Sundar hai, Shubh hi Shiv hai. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our fabulous spiritual motivational speaker par excellence, Rajyogini, Dr. Brahma Kumari Sunita Didi.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
namaste to everybody.
With this, I would like to welcome Dr. B.K. Sunita Didi, and I request all the participants to please mute their microphones and turn off their webcams. Over to you, Didi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amitabh ji and Asmita ji and your entire team, all the organizers and all the supporters here for today's program. My hearty thanks to all of you to have given me this opportunity to share with you the very most important topic today, and that is turning pain into joy. How many of us, we give and take sorrow even without knowing about it? When we give sorrow, we do understand it. But when we take sorrow, we do not realize that we have taken sorrow. We have taken sorrow by getting disheartened, by getting hurt inside, by all the types of physical pain that we undergo, and all the types of other types of pains that we undergo. See, for example, when you are doing your workout, when you are in your gym, there is certain physical pain that you experience. But if you take that pain in the form of sorrow in your mind, and your mind is at dis-ease, then you end up with disease in the body. Similarly, at your workplace, because of the economic recession, financial pain that everyone is suffering, if you take that pain in your mind in the form of sorrow, then what will happen? You may end up with stagnation maybe one day. And in relationships, we are putting so much of effort and pain in adjusting in our relationships to make our relationships better. But if all goes beyond our expectations, and if we take that pain in our mind in the form of sorrow, then what is going to happen? We may end up with depression, loneliness, and a day it may come when someone may also decide to commit suicide. So today I'm going to share with you all 3 very important, life-changing, and very simple tips to implement in your life so that you can turn your pain into joy. Because we all have the knowledge, but the application of the knowledge is important, right? Because there's knowledge and there is this makeup. They both are on the similar platform. They both have to be, applied to be done well. So say, for example, makeup, if it is applied well, it changes the look. And knowledge, if it is applied well, it will change your life. So in order to apply, implement, let's understand 3 simple tips. The first one will be that stop being a glass, start being a lake. The second one will be the principle of be, do, have. And the third one will be about a formula, E plus R is equal to O. Let's come to the first tip. Once a businessman who was in a very miserable situation, and he was so upset after putting all his efforts, everything that he could do, he did at his level best. But yet, this economic recession, this lockdown, and all those things. And so he was so upset, so miserable, deep in pain as to what is going to happen to him and how will his family survive. So he went to his guru. And when he went to his guru, he narrated all his agony, all his pain in front of the guru listened very patiently. And then the guru gave him, in one of his hands, a little salt, and in the other hand, he gave him a glass of water. And he told him that you add this salt into the water and you drink it. And that businessman did it. He drank the water and there was terrible expression on his face. And so when Guru asked him that, what happened? How is the water tasting? He said, it's so salty, so horrible. You give me something sweet to eat. Better give me something sweet to eat. It's so horrible. So Guru said, okay. And then he took him to a lake nearby. He gave the same amount of salt to him in his hand. And he said that you add this salt into the water of the lake. And then you drink that water. And he did that. He added that salt into the lake. And he cupped his palms and he drank some water from the lake. And the Guru said, how is the water? He said, it's good. Do you taste the salt? He said, no, it's fine. So then Guru explained to him, the salt is the same amount. But when it was in the glass of water, you tasted it very salty. But when in the lake, where there is the water flowing, you could not even feel the taste of the salt. So in order to convert our pain into joy, stop being a glass of container, enlarge your container, and start being the lake. What do you mean by start being a lake? Enlarge your container. It is that enlarge your sense of purpose, who you are, why you are here, for what reason are you here in this world. And when you enlarge that sense of purpose, then what will happen? You will start serving. Instead of becoming a consumer, you will start giving. And in that giving, you will feel the abundance in you. And when you're helping others, you will find that your salt-like pain is very trivial, or it's not existing at all. You enlarge your vision. Enlarge your vision means what? That you see from an unlimited perspective. Today, we are seeing from a very limited perspective, So when we are seeing from a limited perspective, we become problem-oriented and we see only the problem and therefore feel the pain. But when we see from an unlimited perspective, from a detached observer, then we find solutions. And when we find solutions, we find the joy. so we can convert the pain into joy. So let's enlarge our vision by seeing not the problem as it is, as our problem, not identifying ourselves with the problem, but seeing the problem as it is, not identifying with ourselves. Let not the problem define who I am. Let me know that I am different, and the problem is different. So when we see from a bird's eye view, we'll find it that it is very, very trivial. It's nothing. The pain is actually nothing. So we need to enlarge our vision. We need to enlarge our purpose. We need to enlarge our circle of, our standard of life. Just now we are focused on the standard of living, and therefore we are so dependent upon them that we feel that if this is not there, then nothing is there. So we need to now enlarge our vision, means we need to look into what our standard of life is. Focus upon our standard of life. And when we do that, we start becoming the lake instead of becoming a container. And then when we connect, we enlarge our circle of consciousness. We have a spiritual connection with our own self and with our Supreme Father. Then we get that energy, the strength, the unlimited strength in us. And that unlimited strength that we gain, that, makes us feel that we do not have any bandwidth left to experience all that pain that we are seeing in the world outside. So stop being a container, a small glass of container, start being a lake. And the second principle is be, do, have. We are using this principle very illogically. We are saying, if I have, then I will do, and then I will be. So if I have so and so funds, if I have so and so amount of money, if I get promotion, if my children listen to me, if everyone does as I expect them to do, then I will be happy. Then I will be joyful. And therefore, we are never joyful. We are always in pain. So the principle is be, do, have, and not have, do, be. I am joyful. When I say to myself that I am joyful, then automatically I start doing whatever I want to do. I grab the signals, the opportunities that are waiting for me. I work upon them. I work upon those opportunities, and then I have what I want to have, and my joy increases all the more. So the first step is that I am joyful. I am okay. Because when I say I'm not okay, then I get all the negative thoughts in me, and I feel, oh, I'm really not okay. I'm of no use at all. I'm so helpless. And we become so dependent upon others that unless we do not have whatever we want to have, we say, I cannot have the joy. So it is like going towards the shadow. When you're going towards the shadow, what is going to happen? When you're going towards your shadow, are you going to get the shadow? No, never. You're going to go more into the darkness. But if instead of going behind the shadow, if you walk towards the light, when you're walking towards the light, the shadow is behind you. It is following you without your asking for it, without your wanting for it. It is following you. So pain is actually in the world outside. It's not inside. But what are we doing is, we are finding joy outside. And because we are finding joy outside, we have taken pain inside. And now we have to do the reverse. The pain is outside, let us understand. And joy is inside. So the light is inside, it is in me. And when I'm connected with my light, that is, I am a soul, not this body, and I'm a point of light which is full of values, which is full of peace, which is full of power, which is full of joy. And when I'm connected with that joyful being, the higher self, then no pain, no sorrow can enter into this inner world. If only I allow it, then only it will enter. So it is I choose, it is my choice. I choose to have pain, then only I can have the pain inside. So what I do is, when I connect myself with my inner self, I choose to remain joyful. I connect with the Supreme Consciousness. He's the ocean of joy. I feel his joy within me. And when I'm filled with his joy and I become joyful, then I start doing all the things that lead to the joy and that overcomes pain. So remember, be, do, have. And the third very important tip, and that is the formula E plus R is equal to O, where E stands for event, O stands for outcome. Now, whether we want the outcome of pain or whether we want the outcome of joy, what do we say? Why are we having the pain? Why today, as Amitabh ji started, that it is in the context that we are in today, we are experiencing pain, isn't it? So what do we say, that why are we in pain? Because of this event, Corona. And therefore, we are experiencing the pain. So what are we doing is, we are doing it E is equal to O. That is, because of the event, there is this outcome, pain. And for joy also, we are saying, if the event changes, so if there is no Corona, then the outcome will be joy, will be so happy, so joyful. But the event is not in our hands. It's not in our control. We cannot change it. And therefore, this formula E is equal to O will never allow us to change our pain into joy. So the simple formula is E plus R equal to O, where R stands for our response to the event. So this is what we are missing today. We don't realize that how we are responding to the event, and we are only blaming the event. Actually, no event has any conspiracy against us. It's only how we give a spin to them, how we respond to them, and therefore the outcome that we feel. So if we want to change the outcome from pain to joy, let us change the response, because we can't change the event. Once what happened in Surat, the commercial capital of Gujarat, which is known for its floods, the plague, for flyovers and everything. In a traffic jam, one NRI asked one of the driver in the traffic jam that, how are you liking today's here in Surat? And of course, now, all the lockdown, there was no traffic jam. Fortunately, it was safe from the traffic jam. But then again, when all this lockdown is going to wind up, and then the trains are starting and everything, and all the people or the workers want to go to their home. So again, there is going to be a traffic jam, and which we are seeing since last few days. So when this NRI asked the driver that, how are you liking here in Surat, sir? So he said, oh, in Surat, first there was plague, then there was floods, then, in spite of the flyovers, there's so much of traffic. I really don't like this here at all. I'm so fed up, I'm getting late for my meeting, and here I'm stuck in the traffic jam. So he was very annoyed, and he was expressing his all types of pain. And then the same NRI, he questioned another person who was behind that car, and he asked him, how are you liking today, sir, here in Surat? He said, oh, I'm really enjoying it. I really like all the people staying here. They're so friendly. They're so nice. The climate here is also very good. And I know that there would be a traffic jam. So I have started well in advance. And I have a cup of coffee with me. I have good songs to listen to. And I'm enjoying myself. And he was all in his joy. So, and then what happened? The red signal, it turned green. And as soon as it turned green, this person who was full in pain, he just rushed and he banged another car and not taking care of that. He rushed and he rushed to his office There, the watchman is greeting him, but he's not aware of that. He's just ignoring that. He is rushing to his cabin. There's a glass of water kept there, but he is not paying attention to that. And that water falls off, and he is again irritated that who is this person who doesn't know where to keep the water? And then he's looking for his file for the meeting. He's not able to get it. Again, he's complaining and blaming the all his people that they don't know how to keep the files in proper place. He goes to the meeting without listening to anybody. He just starts what he wants to start, what he wants to say. He just tells everything. And then he ends up at the meeting very irritated and stressed. He's going home. There, when he comes home, the family and everybody are waiting for him to have dinner with him, but he's so tired, he does not have that energy to talk to them. And he just finishes off his whatever little dinner he wants to have, and he's going on his bed, wants to sleep, but is unable to sleep well. Next morning, he gets up and again he's annoyed and all in pain. Now, when the red went green, there was that another driver at the back another person at the back who was very, very happy, who was very joyful. And when it went green, very in his great, nice mood, he's driving, in his good speed. He reaches his office. The watchman greets him. He also greets back. He looks into his cabin that there's a glass of water there. He thanks whoever has kept the water there for him. He looks for his file peacefully. He gets the file. He goes into his meeting. He starts the meeting with a good smile, welcoming everybody, listening to everybody's problems first, what they want to say. And then, very humbly, he keeps his suggestions in front of everybody. He gets the blessings from everyone. He is very energetic at the end of the day because of the blessings from all. And when he goes home, he gives a quality time to his family. He gets their blessings to have dinner with them. And then when he's sleeping at peace. And when he wakes up in the morning, he wakes up with a new spirit of joy to start his new day with a new enthusiasm. So you see, the event is the same everywhere, right? But the outcome, one is the pain, the other is the joy. What has made the difference of the outcome? It's not the event, but it is the response to the event. And so, in order to convert our pain into joy, what we need to do is not change the event. We cannot change the other person. We cannot wait for Corona to go away and then we will be joyful. Never. But we need to change our response to the crisis situation that we are facing. We need to find out the opportunity in it. And we need to learn lessons. And when we are learning, there is a long time earning. We add a long time earning to our life when we keep learning. So these are the simple tips that we need to practice in our life. We need to implement them in our life. And when we do that, it's a guarantee that we will surely convert all our pains into joy, and we will never experience pain in our life. So let's do that now. Take some few moments. Let's contemplate. Let's meditate on ourselves. Be ourselves. That is the joyful being which is inside us. It is not outside. Let us not find joy in the external things. Let us find that joy inside us and be that joy within us. So let's start that. Let's take a few moments. Sit back straight, all of you. Take a deep breath and say Om all together. We will say Om. I will say first, and then you may unmute yourself and say Om. Om. Now, whatever I say, You will experience them. Now, please again mute yourself. And whatever I say, you will feel them inside you in the form of thoughts. Visualize them, feel them, and be that inside. So we'll keep our eyes open because these eyes are the windows to our soul. Whatever we think here inside us, we radiate that energy from our eyes outside. And whatever we radiate outside, it bounces back and comes to us. And we will do that with a great smile on our face. Because it's very, very important to keep smiling. Because when we keep smiling, automatically all the pain goes away. Right? So let us, with a smile on our face and keeping our eyes relaxed, open, and whatever I say, please consider, please visualize them with your intellect, with your mind, and feel them. Let's withdraw our attention in the center of our forehead. Here, in the center of our forehead, see yourself as a small, tiny star, a sparkling star. Radiating rays of peace. Tell yourself, I am a star of joy. I am a star of happiness. Joy is my nature. Joy is my sanskar. Just as a bird frees itself from the cage and flies towards the sky, it's so happy flying towards the sky, free from the cage. So also, let us realize that this body is like a cage, and we are like birds in this body, small tiny stars like birds. And let us fly away, detached from this body, the cage, very happily up beyond the sky, towards a golden red sky. Visualize yourself flying towards a golden red sky and focus there your attention and see yourself in your home, the soul world from where we have come, a golden red sky shining like diamonds, shining like stars. There's so much peace, so much joy here in this world of silence, where there's no noise of pain. Completely detached, beautiful, peaceful, joyful world. See yourself as a star of joy in the golden red sky, radiating that rays of joy, happiness. See yourself to be so fortunate. And there in this home is our Supreme Father, the flawless diamond. See yourself very close to that flawless diamond, who is almighty, all-powerful, ocean of joy, ocean of happiness, who is none other but our mother, our father, our friend, our guide. Connect your intellect with him. See yourself very close to him. Fill yourself with his joy, with his powers. Thank him from the bottom of your heart. Be grateful to him for whatever he has given to you. Instead of talking about your pain to him, talk all about those moments of joy that you had in your life. And it was because of his blessings. Enlarge your vision to see those moments of goodness, to see those God-gifted qualities that he has bestowed upon you. Experience those inner strengths that are your assets. That is your true income, which is a blessing shared by the Godfather. And so thank him for all these blessings that he has bestowed upon us. Merge into his ocean of happiness to such an extent that all the pain in the world is very, very trivial and simply non-existent actually. It's not at all affecting us. Because there's so much abundance of joy in the company of the Supreme Father. There's the abundance of that happiness within us. The treasure of happiness is there within us. Let us unlock this treasure of happiness and fill ourselves with this from our Father. And now when we come back into this world, into this body, to play our different roles, and when we are seeing others, let us be useful. Let us give this joy to others. Let us, instead of expecting from others, let us start giving to them. The more we give this joy to others, the more it will increase. And all the pain will go into the background and in fact disappear completely from our life. And now we are completely dancing in joy. Enabling others also to dance in joy. Forgetting all the pain, just as we have forgotten our past birth. And now it's a new birth, full of joy, full of happiness. Thank you. Om Shanti. Wish you all the best in being joyful forever. Yes. If anybody has any questions.
Thank you, Didi.
If that's me. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Now we'll start with the question and answer session. So if anybody has any questions, please direct them to Didi. You can also post your questions in the chat box. The session is also live on YouTube, so we'll be moderating the questions on YouTube as well. Yes, please go ahead.
Everybody
Didi,
become
might-
very joyful, isn't it?
Maybe, yes. So there is a question in the chat box by Mr. Rajesh Modi. He asks, what is the key to permanent joy?
Mr. Rajesh Modi is in here. Go to meeting.
Yes.
Can you please highlight him? Rajesh ji, would you like to on your video? Please, you can unmute yourself, Rajesh ji. Are you there, Rajesh ji?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Namaste, Namaste, Didi.
नमस्ते.
ओम
ओम शांति.
Om Shanti.
आपने कब ज्वाइन किया ये सेशन? स्टार्टिंग से थे आप? Were you there from
हाँ,
the beginning?
starting. Yes, yes.
Okay. So I was all the way talking about the key to permanent joy. What tip are you
Yes.
going to take from today's session? What tip are you going to take? What is the key that you are going to use from today's session?
I had put my question. I had put my question before you started. So,
Okay. So now
so
you can let me know.
You told about that being not being a container to be a bigger thing
Not
to
be
give.
not be a glass, become a lake. Yes.
हाँ, खाली only we feel happiness, real happiness, when we give to others. Give love,
Exactly.
give
Very nice.
give love to others. You told that only.
So you
So we will.
apply that now. Isn't it?
Yes. हाँ, अभी वो apply करने का शुरू करना पड़ेगा.
Thank you very much. जरूर से apply करिएगा. And let us know and share your experience. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Om
Thank
Shanti.
you.
Yes.
Om Shanti. You may now mute your video, please, and as well as your audio. And yes, anybody, any other question, Asmita ji?
We're waiting for the questions in the chat box. I request participants to please unmute yourself and ask your questions or post them in the chat box.
Tomorrow at 12 o'clock, 12:15, there is a live session on YouTube, and that is on being the best version of yourself. So please stay tuned on YouTube.
Yes, there was somebody saying something. Please go ahead.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead.
There is a question in the YouTube channel by Mr. Sunil Modi.
Okay, Sunil Modi.
In this period of pain, how can we sustain the effect of joy?
It's Sunil Modi ji. It's from YouTube, you're saying, right? Asmita ji, will you please repeat?
Yes, the question is from YouTube. Hello, Samir sir. My colleague Samir sir is moderating the questions from YouTube. So I would request him to repeat the question, please.
So in these tough times, the question is how to sustain the joy.
Okay, how do we sustain the joy, right? Yes. So when we apply these 3 tips, you will certainly sustain the joy. Start applying. don't doubt. Do not doubt. Once you doubt, then you'll never able to sustain. So have faith in yourself, have trust in yourself, and start applying these principles. Start working upon them from now onwards itself, right? Enlarge your vision, be, do, have, and change your response towards the event. Because pain is a messenger that tells us that you need to change something. It's like when I eat, a food which is full of chilies, and it happened to me because, I didn't have a habit of eating chilies. So when I started eating some chilies, then I got ulcer in my stomach. Well, so, what happened then, that ulcer, that pain, it warned me that please, you need to change your diet. No more chilies now. And so I had to change that. Fine. So the physical pain, it gives physical reaction. But the emotional pain is our choice, right? So it is my choice whether I should, choose pain in my mind or not. The pain was in the form of ulcer, but if I had taken that pain in the mind, then what would have happened? I would only keep complaining and blaming and grumbling and not change myself, not think about the change in me. You're not able to change my diet also, isn't it? So in order to sustain, realize what is the cause and change yourself. As soon as you work upon changing yourself rather than changing the event, you will sustain the joy. You enjoy your life. Okay, Sunilji, thank you so much. Om Shanti. Yes, any other question?
There is another question again on YouTube by Mr.
Okay.
Nilotpal Chakravarti.
How do you spell that, please?
Nilotpal, Nilotpal.
Nilodal. Okay.
Nilotpal.
Nilotpal. Okay.
उनका question
Yes, Chakravarti. Yeah.
उनका question है, how can we remove pain when our nearest or dear ones demise?
Yes. Today morning, I had one session with a company, and there was also this question about the untimely death, So what to do? I had this experience just last year, September. My mother passed away into the subtle regions, into the angelic form. And, when your mother is someone who's very close to you, isn't it? So when your near and dear one are no more with you, there is that pain, isn't it? But then again, we have this understanding here, which is very grounded in our roots. In Brahma Kumaris, we are taught that we are souls. We are not this body. And the soul is immortal. The soul never dies. And so the soul has passed away into another body. And it is for the good of that soul, because that soul was suffering in this body. And this body was of no use for that soul now. And so a new body was waiting for that soul. And so for the good of that soul, the soul is going into a new body. And so instead of feeling sorrow, if we are into that state of joy for that soul, not for the loss, because when we are feeling sorrow and pain for the loss, we are actually becoming selfish, because we are seeing that it is a loss for ourselves. We were so dependent on them that we want them in whatever state they may be. And so we are not able to see their future. We are not able to see, their life. We are not able to enlarge our vision to see their life, which is actually benefiting them according to the present moment, whatever stage they are passing by. So when I go beyond my selfishness, when I go beyond my dependency, then I see the situation as it is. I see that soul's life as it is, and I find that this is something very important for that soul now. And so I feel the joy for that soul. And when I feel the joy for that soul, I radiate that joy to the soul, and the soul is empowered with that. There is some noise there. Okay, so the soul is empowered with that joy. So if I am sorrowful, I'm radiating that sorrow to that soul. And that soul, instead of experiencing joy, will be again pulled up by that attachment and will experience the sorrow. So I need not be in pain, but let me overcome that pain and be in joy for that soul, so that that soul also experiences peace and joy in its journey ahead. Because the soul never dies, right? So that soul is still linked with us through vibrations. And if we are sending negative vibrations of sorrow, of pain, then we are hurting that soul. And would you like to hurt your near and dear ones? No. You want to see them joy wherever they are, right? And so this is the way, by having this attitude and by having this knowledge that the soul never dies, it is going to take another birth. And this was the right time for that soul to leave the body and has settled the karmic account. Whatever the karmic account was there for the soul has been settled now. And it's going to now enter into a new, very good karmic account, very good life, a better life name. So think for the betterment of that soul, and you will not feel the pain. Thank you so much, Chakravartiji. I hope you're satisfied. If you have any more questions, any more doubts, those who are on YouTube, you may please write them in the comments. Yes.
Hello, Didi. Can you hear me? Rajesh
Yes,
Modi again.
You are. Okay. Please
Didi, you said that soul is immortal. So soul is very powerful. So why does a soul need? It needs a body to express its feelings or anything. Why does it powerful?
Yes, a good question. A very good question. The soul is a sentient being. Its immortality means that it is not having this, it is having a mind which is making it sentient. It is having an intellect which is its decisive power, and it is having sanskar. Okay, so what it is not having is the physical things in its immortal state. But in order to, whatever, the thoughts that it creates, the feelings that it creates, in order to express them in the form of words, right, it requires the body. Because, it will speak only through the mouth. It cannot speak without the mouth, isn't it? So in order to speak, it requires the body. The question is this only, why it requires the body?
Yeah.
So it requires the body. It requires the body to see the world around, isn't it? Yes.
Okay. So Didi, then the chakra of karma goes on like that, no? Because through the indriyas, it is said that we create karmas.
To perform
Karma.
body.
So how does the chakra stop then?
Sorry?
How does the chakra of karma stop then for the soul? How does it stop?
There is a law, energy can never be destroyed. It is converted from positive into negative, but it's not destroyed. Karma is an energy.
Okay.
So karma will never stop. It's an energy. There are negative karmas, positive karmas. but the cycle goes on. The cycle goes on. So we keep on taking births, the cycle goes on.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Didi.
Okay. Thank you. Om Shanti. Yes, anybody else? So I think it's time up now. It's 6 o'clock, almost. Thank you so much. Is there any question there? Asmita ji?
No, not in the GoToMeeting chat box. Are there any questions on YouTube Live, Samir sir?
No, not from here as well. And everybody is happy from YouTube. They are writing thank you.
All right, great.
So,
Yeah.
So tomorrow we meet at 12:15 to be the best version of ourselves on YouTube. Please do share your feedback, those who are on GoToMeeting, and also those who are on YouTube. Please comment on YouTube. And thank you once again to the organizers. I would thank also All India Management Association from Delhi, the directors, Neeraj Kapoor ji, as well as Dr. Sanjay Grover ji, to have given this opportunity through Jamshedpur Management Association. So thanks once again, Amitabh ji and Asmita ji and all of you, Samir ji, as well as our entire support team from Brahma Kumaris also. Thank you so much for all your valuable time and to make this program a good success. Thanks to all the participants. Thank you so much for joining us. And please stay tuned.
Yeah. First of all, I thank Rajyogini, Dr. BK Sunita Didi for taking out time to deliver this session. I think the session was an eye-opener. I think especially the insights on unlimited perspective, the joy is inside and the pain is outside, the high concept of higher self, E plus R equal to O. I think thank you, Didi. It was a great session. I thank Mr. Grover for helping us in arrange from IMA to help us in arrange this session. I think the audience, your participation was also quite encouraging. Hope to see you soon in our next event. Those who in case you want to receive direct communication from JMA, please drop in a mail to Ashmita. She is our center head. I think Ashmita, if you can kindly display your mail ID there. She is
Yes,
the center
just
head,
a moment.
and you can so you will start receiving direct mails from us. We reach you through various company contacts and various mails we already have. But in case you are not there directly from, you don't get a mail direct from us, you get through your HR, you can write to us. We can include you in your mailing list. Once again, thank you, Didi, and thank you all the audiences, and thanks all the JMA managing team for making this event possible.